Hiya, this video is about the piece of glass, this kind of piece of glass, how to make it, and also how to add a glass material to this so it's gonna look okay in Cycles engine. First let's add a mesh object cylinder, so Shift A, mesh, and then choose cylinder from the list. And then we can stretch it a little bit, so S to scale and Z to stretch it on the Z axis. Then 1 on the numpad and we can switch to orthographic view, and then GZ to move it up. And also we can switch to edit mode and wireframe view. Then let's switch to edge select. This is number 2 on the keyboard. And we can hold Alt and then select the loop on the top. And S to scale. Then let's select the loop on the bottom. Actually, let's add another loop cut above this edge. So Ctrl R and add a loop cut. And then we can slide it to the bottom, somewhere here. And then let's select the bottom loop cut. And then I for inset. And I for inset again. And now let's switch to front view and GZ to move it up. Then we can inset it again, so I for inset. And then we can switch to front view and GZ to move it down. And now we can insert it again, then X to delete and choose faces. And then we can select the loop cut, we can go to face menu and choose grid fill. So this way we've got the outer surface of our glass finished. Now let's do the inside. So let's select the loop cut on the top, then E for extrude, then S for scale, and I for inset again. And when switching to front view we can GZ to move it down. And then we can extrude the edge up to the bottom of the glass and then scale to create the inner surface. So now let's create the bottom of our glass. So E for extrude, then S to scale, and then we can insert it a couple of times. Then X to delete the middle part. And we can grid fill it. So this way we created a glass. Now let's add a handle to the glass. First let's add some loop cut to the glass, so the mesh is gonna be divided into some squares. And then when you press 3 on the numpad, you've got the side view. And here we're gonna add a handle. So let's switch to face select mode and then select 2 faces on top and 2 faces somewhere in the middle. So this is gonna be our handle. Now we can switch to front view and E to extrude. And then GZ to straighten it up. Now let's make these 2 top faces flat, so SX0. And then when we switch to front view we can extrude the faces and then rotate it and extrude and rotate it. And this way we're gonna shape our handle. And at the bottom they're gonna meet at some angle, so I have to try a couple of times. I think this is gonna be okay, so extrude and rotate again. And then how to join them together. Let's flatten up these 2 faces. And then right click and choose bridge faces. The handle looks a bit thick, so let's switch to edge select and select all the loops in the handle. And then SY to scale on the Y axis. And now I think it looks okay. Now we can switch to object mode and add subdivision surface modifier. We can also add some loop cuts to the handle when it meets with the glass, so it doesn't look like it's made by some drunk glazier. So now it looks okay. Let's apply the modifier and let's add some plane as a floor, so the glass is gonna stand on it. So Shift A and add a plane, then scale it a little bit. And now let's add some materials to the plane as well as glass material to the glass. So we're gonna view this in the Cycles engine. Let's click the render view and I've got some strange HDRI. Basically this is my business card, but anyway it gives proper lighting and shading. So let's use this one. You can use whatever you like. So let's choose the plane, then click the material icon and let's choose some red color. And we can decrease the roughness so it's a bit shiny. And now let's click our glass and add the material as well. And let's change the principal BSDF to glass BSDF. And now as you see, we've got a frosted glass cap, but when we decrease the roughness, it's gonna be completely clear. And now it looks like the glass got lines from top to the bottom, and this is because I forgot to shade smooth. So right click and shade auto smooth, and now it's gonna look okay. So I hope you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time. Bye!